The needle drop. So, after all the things we've watched about Fantano, he's now issuing an apology. Here we go.
Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and in case you haven't noticed, I'm getting torn apart on Twitter, which is nothing new for me personally, but the discourse seems to have reached a fever pitch that's making a lot of people concerned and angry and even thinking I'm covertly a racist, bigoted person.
Overtly, brother.
Now, these are the same sorts of allegations that I have fought against and won before, and I'm happy to do it again because and even thinking I'm covertly a racist, bigoted person. Now, these are the same sorts of allegations that I have fought against and won before.
Fader deletes an article. Oh, shit.
And I'm happy to do it again because I have nothing to hide and I know they're not true. I don't want to waste anyone's time, so let's just get straight into it. With Exhibit A, this clip right here, which has just been going absolutely viral, and here's my explanation for it. Early on in my YouTube career, I had some pretty lax views when it came to quoting the language of others, and my point of view was, what does it matter? It's not me saying it. I'm relaying a lyric or a sentiment or a point of view expressed by someone else. I'm even embarrassed to say that I don't think it was until like a few years ago that I actually changed and censored the text of this 2014 Death Grips review title. And as you can see in the comments of this video, there's even a lot of discourse and jokes flying around about me not saying the title. And at the time, this sort of thing left me feeling like this is more or less a moral gray area. I extended this attitude into other pieces of content I have made.
Oh, wow. So, Mr. I could judge your whole soul, your upbringing, your moral capacity from maybe you saying something that was regrettable, or maybe the timing of the ecosystem that's now looking at it now feels it's reprehensible. You could say, oh, hey, times change, I'm different, but it only applies to you.
Made like this one, where it is also clear I am quoting someone even in the tightly edited state this clip has been presented in. And the reason I'm doing so is to voice disagreement with calling people racial and homophobic slurs as a bit, which is what the original content creator I was quoting was doing. And he himself has since apologized for this whole era of his career, but I'm not getting deeper into the weeds than that because this video isn't about him. Because the fact of the matter is I should have and could have just censored myself while pointing this behavior out. But unfortunately, my position left me feeling kind of nonchalant because it's not the words themselves, but the sentiment of them that's being expressed that's truly disgusting. And sure, while that is true on some level, explicitly quoting him was in bad form and just unnecessary. I would have still gotten my point across and done so without upsetting anybody had I taken that approach. And I feel this way now because of an important realization I only made after tons and tons of people were watching.
Yeah, you made the realization that, you know, again, and I understand this of content creators because I understand things you do while you're a small creator or while you feel like everybody isn't scrutinizing every word, you may have just said nonchalantly, not maybe having all the way of this is how I completely feel and I'm building my entire empire upon these type of things. And then when you're now a big creator and people are now nitpicking every part of your life, and by the way, sir, nobody knows nothing about you. Everybody knows everything about my life. They nitpick everything about my life left, right, and center. And I don't get to do this, what you doing. What you doing here is beautiful. But I don't get to do it. They just look at me and just chalk it up as, you're a piece of shit.
Me. That I don't make content just
so I'm going to treat you the same. You're a piece of shit.
For me, I do it for an audience. And I can't dictate what anyone watching may or may not find harmful or offensive. No more than with a review, I can dictate what music you do or don't like. So I would rather err on the side of caution and not hurt anyone by explicitly voicing language that doesn't exist in a vacuum, even if I am quoting it. And that's actually been my approach for a very long time now. I mean, this clip may be new to you, but it's actually almost 10 years old. If this was ever something I made a regular habit of doing, believe me, you'd be seeing more examples than this. All I can do is take ownership of having quoted these words in this way, and obviously say that I'm sorry, which I am in fact Sorry about this. Now, there are going to be some people watching this video who will say, no, that's not enough. I know you're a racist. I saw a clip of you laughing at Trayvon Martin's death, which I guess this is the clip.
Vegan invited me to an event that taught me about PETA's buying guide / neoliberal whiteness and Trayvon Martin. Okay.
Dude, fuck Trayvon. I was thinking Trey Melvin. Trey Melvin. I had a big thing with Trey Melvin.
Which I will agree, that doesn't look good. But believe it or not, the way this clip has been presented is a lie, and it's been heavily edited too. First off, I gotta say, the Drunken Peasants podcast where I was appearing in that...
Oh. Now y'all care about edits. Now y'all care about context. Oh, okay.
Clip is explicitly not a right-wing podcast. While, yeah, it's true the show has featured a pretty wild range of guests over the years and the humor tends to run a bit edgy, they also regularly make fun of right-wingers, alt-right psychopaths, and the president. And in this clip that you just saw, I'm reading a super chat that is on the screen that was sent in by a viewer of the show. And the reason I'm jumping into reading it is that partially it is a dig at me, because on the show it's not exactly a secret that I'm an openly liberal vegan. And from there, here is what actually happens.
A vegan invited me to an event that taught me about PETA's buying guide / neoliberal whiteness and Trayvon Martin. Okay.
Dude, fuck Trayvon. I was gonna. I was gonna say Trey Melvin, but it's no Trayvon Martin.
Man, you're so. You know what, Jeff? You're so right wing.
As you can see there, that is not the clip that is getting passed around. In this original clip, Jeff Holiday there on the podcast doesn't even finish his sentence. He apparently gets Trayvon Martin mixed up with someone else entirely.
Stop it, bro. Yo, Anthony Fantano, if you're gonna take accountability, take fucking accountability, nigga. Your white little racist friend knew damn well you don't mix up Trayvon Martin, one of the biggest, his name is one of the biggest names when it comes to this new revolution about the inequities about how black and brown people get treated and how their cases are treated, not only in the media, but definitely treated by in a court of law. You don't get his name. Who the fuck is Trey Melvin? Stop it, man. You know, your racist friend was just, he's trying to make a joke, but he cut it. It's like me, using the joke, but I'm having a Freudian slip, but not really. And I'm acting like I cut myself off. That's what was happening, brother. You know it's true.
Entirely. And I even call him a moron.
Come on, bro. Y'all having a good old time, man. This the country club, man.
Because that is obviously something a fucking moron would communicate. So,
yo, I can't believe he think we stupid. This is why, you see, I love white people, but I hate the white people that think we black people stupid. Brother, the thing was him saying Trayvon's name and stopping like it was a mistake, and because he didn't want to have a full conversation about it, it was just a joke. He heard what they were talking about. There's no mistake of Trayvon Martin's name. And here's the thing, you sat by and idly just like chuckled, even though you did say the moron part, I'm giving you that. But y'all were all having a good time. You know why? All that pro-blackness shit and all that you on Kendrick's cock shit that you doing now, you wasn't standing on no business then. You was kicking it with the racist. You were letting them say whatever, and you were chuckling right along. These days, I see you on Twitter busting a blood vessel anytime you see something that you could stand on a woke platform about. That's the problem. You see how you let this roll off your shoulder and you ain't say nothing, but you be busting a blood vessel on Twitter trying to call everybody out because they're pieces of shit and you're the good guy? Stop it.
So, voila, that's actually what happened in that clip. With all that being said, I realized a long time ago that I really do need to be careful about who I talk to.
Yeah, you should probably not talk to racists, brother.
And what platform I appear on publicly, because in the eyes of the wrong person, any association or appearance can be read as a deep tie or an endorsement of an idea that I don't.
Oh, like when y'all said that because I took millions from Rumble, which I still stream on, right? Without a deal. I don't have a deal with Rumble right now. I still stream on it. I want to stream as many platforms as I can. I stream on Kick. I stream everywhere. Remember, y'all said that I was a alt-right hip-hop commentator who was sent to destroy hip-hop. That's what y'all talked about with associations when it came to me. I looked at Rumble as just a fucking platform. They actually told me don't speak about politics, just do your hip-hop shit. But that's how y'all talked about me. You were one of them. So now you're understanding associations, but you're not understanding with yourself. But you never understood with me. Okay, cool. I got you.
Don't fucking agree with. Like, for example, if I did a stream with this guy tomorrow.
Fucking a dude, will you let him fuck you?
No.
Why not? Suppose he's like, yo, bro, listen, yo, you always wanted me to.
See, you trying to shoot back at me? No, nigga. It's your turn in the sun.
Be next to you now. I could be inside of you. Pause.
Yo, I'm not gay.
Which, by the way, everything you're defending yourself about is all of this. Out of context. Da-da-da-da. And I tried to say that, but the internet's the internet. That's the thing. When it's your time to get deep roasted, sit there and get deep roasted. You know why? Because I said everything you're saying. Yo, this little motherfucker started trolling me about Drake, asking me about if I let Drake fuck me. Nobody gives a fuck about it afterwards. The nicely edited tight clip pause of, yo, you said this? Why'd you say it? That's all people care about. You let your racist friend say fuck Trayvon? You chuckled? We don't give a fuck about context no more. We're playing by the rules you created, Anthony Fucktano. This is what you and your little cohorts have created. Don't try to deflect, and this is the most disgusting part of what you do. When I'm talking about when it's my day to get cooked, and listen, it's always, listen. What I always say, when y'all dig out wool, I always dig too. There's always going to be your day, and it's never over. There's going to be my day again, and it's going to be your day again too. It's about how you deal with it, and I've been there enough times that I'm understanding a little bit. What you definitely don't do is deflect to somebody else. Oh, I'm not that bad. I'm not this guy. Shut up. Are you apologizing or are we catching a fade, pussy?
You said you was suck a dick, though.
Yeah.
People might understandably think that I endorse the idea of having sexual conversations with underage boys, and I don't. So while I know that nobody owes me their forgiveness and I can't control what everyone thinks about me, I'm going to continue to do my best to make sure that I'm not sending across the wrong idea, especially considering a lot of the music I review and endorse on a regular basis deals in some pretty heavy and serious topics that I would be completely
a lot of word salad, not enough accountability. Anthony Fantano, just know this is the world that lacks context, that looks at people in extremities as racists, pedophiles, rapists, murderers, embezzlers, any of some of the worst things you could think about, sex traffickers. You people take the tiniest bit of clips or whatever, and you say that. You're one of the people who have basically helped echo this idea or this false narrative that Drake is a pedophile because of very loose-based, sometimes out of context things that would, in a narrated to your agenda way, would suggest maybe he is. But y'all don't even say that's what y'all doing. Y'all say it like it's a matter of fact type of thing. So when it happens to you, enjoy your time in the sun. It's your time, and we have now deemed you're a racist. You've deemed a lot of people as something else. You're a racist. Why should we have further conversation about that? You never afforded anybody, Drake, me, nobody else, with the idea of, well, hold on, let's give this person, at least I'm watching your fucking, this is not even an apology video, this is an explanation video. Apology video is like, yes, I'm sorry, I did that, I shouldn't have done it. That's what apology means. Remember, I always say, never apologize for something you do twice. An apology says, yes, I did it, I ain't gonna do it again. I'll tell you where the apology part of my video was. I said, listen, I could sit here and say the context is this and that and the third, but at the end of the day, I should never put myself in that position. I'm going to do better. I'm looking for the apology. I ain't get it yet.
Opposition to were I a bigoted weirdo. But as much as this is a principle of mine, I would also like to be spared the headache of just some freak trying to frame me disingenuously and make it seem like I'm okay with a child being killed by a racist vigilante, which is where the most truly aggravating thing about this whole situation comes up.
Well, here's the thing. Why you ain't denounce it then? Why you ain't denounce it then? You know the interesting part about people like Anthony Fantano? Their views and their soapboxing acquiesces to who they're around. When they're around in racist white chat media, they allow or they chuckle towards racist anti-black jokes. When they're around and they've now been seemingly given a temporary pass to be in the circles of very woke pro-blackness, they call out everybody. Do you see how in one setting they're passive and seemingly jovial? Oh shit, you just said fuck Trayvon. Oh, that's hilarious. They even said fucking black people away. Oh, that's funny. No calling out. But now when you're given the temporary pass to be in the pro-black wokeness club, you're calling out everybody. You don't see how that code switch might be problematic, brother? You don't see why you should apologize? You're not keeping the same energy. You let one thing fly, but now okay.
Because we currently live in a time where between ICE, between our current president who got in the position where he is after saying that Haitian immigrants are going to eat your pets, white supremacy is like really at a fucking peak right now. And because of that, it's vitally important that when things are being called out.
Let me guess, you're going to say, I'm the ally. No, I'm on your side, guys. I've been on your side this whole time. Even though before when you guys, when to keep it real, white supremacy is not an all-time high, my nigga. Okay? If we're talking about this idea of white supremacy, if you tell me that racial tension is higher now in America than when Trayvon Martin lost his life, you are out of your fucking mind. So now you could say, oh yeah, I'm anti that. But why you ain't say it then? That's when I know black people, whether it was Black Lives Matter or anybody else, that kind of got stronger after George Floyd. People were looking for white voices that were allies. You seem like you were the ally that was laughing with the niggas making fun of the jokes or fun of the people. So I like how the thing with somebody like Anthony Fantano, and I think this is how he's gotten, I don't think he has a good ear for music at all. At all. I think he's just like the majority of people, biased, and he has a point of view, and whatever he particularly likes from his biasness, he, not objectively, he gives high ratings. And if he has something against you, he doesn't. He doesn't like Drake. Drake is distant. Me. Drake will never get a good rating from comparatively in what he should get. But people like him showcase sometimes the stupidity of an audience. His ability to word salad, use 3 or 4 syllable words, and seemingly put together what is a complicated string of words that might eloquently showcase a complex train or pattern of thought, people call that person smart. Oh, you're very smart for that. They usually take, because we think you're smart, we think you're right. It's very interesting how speech really just fools people. Like, you could say the wrong thing, but in a very eloquent way, and you start speaking above the head of some people who just can't keep up, and they're like, this guy got to be right, because if he's that shrewd or smart or witty with using his language, why would he not use his language to tell us the truth? But those are the people who usually use their language to distract from the truth and to usually move the goalposts and gaslight, like Anthony Fantano.
As legitimately racist, that those accusations actually mean something. But I guess instead what some people would rather do is water down the impact of that, deceptively edit clips to make it look like I like it when children are killed.
You're racist, brother. Yo, Gran, thank you for posting that on the Insta, man. I'm telling you, there's nobody bigger than the chat, man. My nigga Gran, he holding it down. Thank you, Gran. I don't know how you came up with this thing. I love Gran. As soon as there's a new op identified, yo, Grant will be like, "Act, don't even respond to this. Hold on, give me 48 hours." Nigga come back with the treasure trove of evidence. Oh my God, what is this? Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he cheated on his 4th grade homework. I ain't gonna lie, he stole out of his mama purse. Yo, he did this. Yo, he actually, like, yo, he subscribed to 3 gay sites. I'm like, oh, great. Like, I don't even gotta do the work no more. Shout out to Grand, man. All right, Fantano, you racist motherfucker. It's all good. Got you out of here. Perfect. Now, let's get to